What is your name and what courses do you teach?
My name is Dory Miller-Parmenter, which I like him. And I teach religious studies. And those courses are Introduction to Religion, Synoptic Gospels, Old Testament, Christian tradition, I teach Hinduism and Buddhism, and then some topics courses like Religion in America, Religion and Storytelling, Religion and Art. That's most of them right now.
In these courses, what do you look forward to when students come to class on the first day?
What do I look forward to? Well, I'll tell you what I expect instead of looking forward isn't quite the right way of putting it. But what I would expect of students on the first day of class is that they come and pretend that they are interested in the class. Some students don't know what the topic of the class is, so they might not automatically be interested. But it's important, I think, for students to portray an attitude of interest toward the topic that helps me to be more interested in the topic, and it's more likely that they're going to become interested in the topic, rather than if you come to it with an attitude of, oh, this is boring, or you have to convince me this is interesting. That makes things a lot more difficult.
Do you allow late assignments under any circumstances?
Under any circumstances? I'm not quite sure how to answer that, but I guess the answer is no. Only under certain circumstances is what I mean by that.
Okay.
And that will always be explained very clearly on the syllabus, what that is. And it varies from course to course also. So in some courses there are no late assignments allowed, and in some there's a late penalty allowed, and some only under certain circumstances. Always have to pay attention.
What is your advice to students with electronic gadgets in class?
I have a very strict policy about electronic gadgets in class, and that is that I not see them ever. So I ask students to turn them off before they come into the classroom and keep them put away, not have them sitting on the table, certainly not using them in their labs. Basically, it's I expect the classroom to be an electronics-free zone. And I even go so far as to encourage that during breaks also. So if we take a break, you can't sit there and be using your gadget. You need to go out in the hallway.
During lectures, do you encourage students to ask questions, or rather than them just to listen up?
Oh, I always expect questions to be asked and encourage questions to be asked. I rarely prepare a class that I would call lecture anyway, so it's almost always some kind of dialogue with the students. Even today in my morning class, for example, I had a lot of PowerPoint slides and images to talk about and information I wanted to communicate. But even when there's something like that, it's better if students ask questions and even take it in a new direction.
Lastly, if students are failing your class, what is your advice for them to do for their exam?
Well, that varies a lot. I try to talk with them why that might be. If it's a matter of just not getting work done, the advice is get your work done. But if a student is doing the work and still not passing, then there might be some other kind of issue that needs to be dealt with, like reading comprehension, maybe time management. And sometimes I can help a student with that, but probably the best place to go is to the academic resource center, right? Right. So try to direct students to experts who can help with those problems.
Anything that we missed that you expect from students?